is Black Series Edition LLC. I decided to hang up the surface that we have the new priming solution on, and using our Black Quasar technology. I have a screen I'm going to be putting up pretty soon for my sister's place. They went out and they got that Epson LS800 ultra short throw projector, and of course you're going to be using our brother's amazing screen paint, and they're going to use the Quasar. So we're going to be doing that setup pretty soon. So I decided to take the screen and bring it up a little higher. Now, I don't have to worry, I haven't put any previous new holes into the surfaces. Even though I got permission, I still don't want to do it at all, period. Right here where the whatchamacallit used to be at, this is where a white wall screen used to be at. The white wall surface was up there, and I needed to have removed because I needed to put the screen up there. So I just put it into the previous hole where it was already at, so we're not putting any new holes up there. But man, if I did not crack this surface in half, I would have had it done, wouldn't I? You had to wait and listen to the Lord. He would have gave us the solution to be able to prime the surface with the solution best as to have, and we would have the whole full screen up there instead of having half the screen up there. But it all still works out, and I'll tell you why. Now, I decided if I do the aluminum screen, that screen is not going to be available for a while. So we're going to do a 24 by 36. That's enough for me to show my investors and anyone to come in to see it. It's big enough screen, big enough size. We have, with the cardboard screens, we have 5 of those coming in. It's a pack of 5. 4 of them would do a nice panel. It'll do a nice 72 inches by 96. So it'll be big enough for this setup here. But that's 4 of them. We got 5. We take the 5th one, put it right there. And that's what I'm going to do. It'll fit nicely. Which, again, if I had listened to God and didn't crack the screen in half, I would have basically had it already done already. But, you know, you live and learn. You live and learn. He had already said something planned for us already. And I'm looking at the art, the way the art moves around. Oh, my goodness. We got to put a picture frame in here. I need to do one of those picture frame screens. Because that abstract art on a beautiful frame, can you imagine how good that's going to look in an art museum display? That's looking incredible. Let's get some fire here with this other fire. I literally sat there and said that. I said that when we get into an office, because I'm trying to get into an office, that I was going to use my $10 projector, and we were going to get the Quasar to be able to fire up in an office setting with no problem. But they put a lot of commercials in there, didn't they? There we go, got a nice little burning flame. So just to show you, this is our projector we're using. This is my Sony VPL CX100 720p projector. No form of HDMI ports, because again, it's a much older machine. And there's Taco laying on the floor, chilling. Like, he don't want to be on camera, but he wants to be on camera. Just give me a, I get that thing out of my face. Jazzy night, smooth relaxation music. Of course, we're under our commercial lighting. And that's why I said when we come out of the garage, we're doing the demonstrations in the garage. When we come out of the garage, I'm going to go into an office. So going to use my $10 projector, and I can run a Quasar on here with no problem. OLED, 4K demonstrations. And like I said, people that are coming in here to check out the technology, want to see if we get everything set up, are going to have all white screens. That's why they're in here, because they have all white screens and their screens are not working correctly, and they want to see what it looks like. Usually if we're doing business with a restaurant or whatever, the owner has to come over here or bring somebody who represents them. They have to come over and have to see it because they want to see it firsthand. They don't want to see videos. They want to be able to come in, they want to be able to touch it, they want to be able to see it. That's what's beautiful about having the office, because I can just come as a commercial area. I can run this business here. And I can come in and look at this and go, oh shoot, this is what they look like. Oh, this is going to look incredible. And look at all the light we have in here. And what kind of projector you have here? Oh, this right here, this is a $10 projector right here. Now I know the projectors they're using in their demonstration, their setups are far more advanced than this thing over here behind me. So I know a magnifying door is an easy sell, very easy sell. And again, like I said, the walls are gray. So yeah, so much for that one. And can't use white screens in there because, again, that's why they're in there to begin with, because they can't get the white screens to work. If the white screens were working perfectly fine, then they wouldn't be here at all to begin with. They would be happy with what they had. They were like, oh no, our establishment's pretty good. Screens are working out quite nicely. Yeah. So this is going to be fantastic right here. You know, to tell you the truth, I don't even need a big screen. That right there, that'll do it. But I want the whole big screen in here. I want it in here. But that right there would do it. That's it. That thing looks, the quasars look amazing. Look at that. I like the fact that, same thing with the apexes, when that color shifts over and hits that screen, boom, it comes to life. Well, that's the kind of impact. When you sell a product, you got to show them it's just going to be an impact. There's going to be their investment, because they're making an investment in your business, that you can show a massive change. And what's most importantly is the lighting in here. Because like I said, every restaurant and place I walked in to do my research, and as I'm watching these businesses, they have the white projection screen tucked away in the corner, and it's dark over in that area. Taco. I saw you watching the screen. How dare you turn around like that? How dare you? Nope. You're doing a pickle nonsense. Nope. Come again. Now, I know, I said before, we always get people who want to say they're just like us. We get copycats all the time. Mind you, we're in commercial, so keep in mind, if you're trying to mimic our demonstrations, which we know you do, we're flattered that you want to be us. I do appreciate that. But remember, if you're going to be and trying to be us at the end of the day, you want to make these claims, you have to be a commercial environment, okay? Can't be doing that in a dark apartment or a dark house. Got to be in a fully lit environment for that one. And if you're in those environments, you still got to be in a fully lit environment. Look how gorgeous that looks. Look how that green pushes through. Taco has to be on camera. If you don't know my cat literally has to be on camera all the time. Wait a minute. Does someone need the attention? Bam! You need the attention. He needs the attention. He has to be on camera all the time. And the beautiful thing about this is, you can keep this projector on all day and all night. If I turn it off and turn it back on, nothing will happen to it. I still can't believe I read that. I literally can't believe that. I had scratched me like, wait a minute, this can't be real. These TVs cost too much to be having these kind of interesting flaws. I'm literally going to buy one to wreck it. I'm going to see what happens. Because I hear everybody talking about it, but I'm like, it really does do this? I have to watch some videos on this, see if anyone tests this out, do one for myself. I'm curious. That's a lot of money. Then the beautiful thing about this screen right here, if the kids come and throw a Matchbox car at it, you can't damage it. It's not going to cost you a lot of money to replace. We're going to do a challenge test. TV versus our projection screen technology. We're going to take something, throw it at the screen. We want you to do the same thing. Bet you won't do it. And when it comes to the screen, it's like magic. Well, it's not magic, but no, God's not magic. I say blessings. Blessings. There we go. Is that right, Taco? Taco, you agree with me? Yeah. Yes, yeah. Taco, fish. There's fish on the screen, Taco. There's fish on the screen. Right there. Look. You're missing them. They're right there. Turn your big head around. They're right there. Samsung 4K demonstrations. So all our screens in here will be cardboard. All cardboard. Told you, Quasars are beasts. 720p, Sony VPL CX100, $10 projector. That's all it cost me. We can do this in a commercial environment, fully lit environment, with a piece of a plastic cardboard board. That's it. $4K jewelry display. Now, as I said before, when you are doing demonstrations and customers are watching demonstrations, make sure that you can see all the corners nice and bright because it's the way it should be. If you notice, none of the LED lights, only LED lights we had that basically illuminate is the one underneath the cabinet right there. But other than that, our bright LED lights we have here, they can't fire off in this environment, and this is dark. So when I watch demonstrations, I see a lot of LED light pushing off, illuminating in the environment because the environment's dark. That's why. Sometimes they can disguise those LED lights as white lights to try to give off the environment, make it a little brighter. Like you saw, the guy had a giant screen and lights were behind it, try to make it like it's well. You really got to stop doing that stuff. It's just really embarrassing. Boy, they would hate me in these demonstrations. Boy, I come in there like, really? How come you don't open up the curtain? Open up a curtain. Psh. I'm like, what the frick are you doing? Shut the curtain. Our screens are not having a problem. Why is your screen having a problem? Yeah, that window light's a doozy, ain't? Well, not for us, but still. Those you are plagued by that stuff, man. Those window lights are a doozy. This is where I want to do a painting. This is what I saw, like doing this real John Gotti frame. Beautiful, beautiful front. I say John Gotti because he got these amazing freaking. Have you ever seen this? It's his furniture. That's what I like when people say it got that John Gotti look to it. I want a really elegant, classy frame. That's what I want. So I can base this that John Gotti, that beautiful look to it. I want a nice, elegant frame, and I want to put a picture art like this behind it, so I can show it off. That's what I want to do. That's when you say like a boss. I remember I saw that. I saw this in this furniture shop. Man, that furniture was freaking heavy. First thing they say is, man, it's got either that what's the other, the famous piano player, can't think of his name, Liberace. It either got that Liberace look to it or that John Gotti. Because these guys, at the end of the day, I mean, even though like I said in their business, no, they're not in their business, but they had amazing, expensive taste. And when you talk about top level, that's when you talk about top level. Like, I gotta have these for my gaming chair. It's got that John Gotti, got that freaking Liberace look to it. That's what it had. It was this kind of like 18th century elegant tables, chairs, and everything. I'm like, oh my goodness. Put this in the gaming room. This is called top shelf. So that's what I want. I want a really nice frame, elegant frame around it. And I want this technology in the middle of it. Like, look at this exquisite art. It's absolutely gorgeous. Who is the person who done it? Because you can't sign my name underneath of it because it's visual art. It's absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking. That'd be cool. Get somebody to design some 3D art like this for us with their company's logo pushing in and out and some designs and stuff like this. That'd be pretty cool. And we can put it in our own frames. It's absolutely gorgeous. Can you say it with me? Whimsical. Whimsical. Say it with me, whimsical. That's how you have to say it when you go get some food. Excuse me, madam. This pizza was absolutely whimsical. Look how beautiful them colors pop. Taco, can you say it? Whimsical. Immaculate. It's immaculate. Whimsical. Or some people say absolutely busting. Probably some people today will be out doing something like, oh my goodness. The car, absolutely whimsical. The food, absolutely whimsical. That becomes part of your vocabulary. You're welcome. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look at them true deep colors. Look at that contrast level. Look at the gray screen failing, or white wall gray, whatever you want to call it, but it's failing miserably. Look at that. Look at that. And all that's being done on an old projector sitting behind me. That's the first thing somebody said when we posted the video. They were like, is that a normal projector? I mean, by it's not one of them insane, crazy, high-powered projectors that's doing it. No, it's under normal. Trust me, it's old. It's vintage. That's why you got people saying that you have to have HDMI to pick up this really sharp, clear, crisp image. No, you don't. You need a black screen. It's where you think your contrast and detail comes from. Projector can't produce it. A projector can have all that, yeah. But still, once it travels, that image travels from this unit all the way over here. Screen has to give it. Projector can only do what the screen can do it. Like if it could, then this wall would match perfectly, right? So this projector is producing the best image it can, and when it hits, it's shortchanged because it's produced on a surface that can't read it. So what do? Your solution is to go out and buy a more expensive projector to fix the problem. Now it gets a little bit better, but it's not where it's supposed to be at. And the shame thing about it is, for every projector you buy, each one can still do exactly what you want it to do, but you can't see it because you don't have the right screen. So what's your next stage? Well, maybe we got too much light in the environment. So now you darken your environment. You turn your everyday living quarters into a cave. Because the screen don't work. But you can turn your lights on, as long as the projector's not on, because you can't see it. That fixes my ability doesn't fix the problem. It just adds more problems on your problems. And then next year on a form site, somehow why the colors look this way, and I can't get the contrast to pull, and buying all kind of calibration discs. Okay, there you go. Ain't that right, Taco? Look at the nonsense that they go through. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Absolutely unbelievable. And meanwhile, my customers are like, done. Hook up the projector, done. In the room watching, done. Got the lights on, done. No calibration. Love it. You know what I noticed that when I be getting excited, I be having fun on camera, that the naysayers be getting better over it. They be getting upset like, how dare he? How dare he come in here and celebrate like that? I can celebrate like that. It's my blessing at the end of the day. I have that right. How dare you come on my channel, on my channel, and think that now go over on your channel. Don't you got anything? Don't you got a YouTube channel? That's why you're on my channel. You go over there, do what you were doing over there, building popsicle sticks, or whatever God knows what you're doing over there. Go over there. Why are you over here? Over here, because there's nothing going on in your channel right now. That's why you're over here. Talk to the naysayers, people, by the way. They come over here to watch what I'm doing because they're not doing anything at all. If you were busy, you'd be over there doing something right now. Do you see me over on your channel? No. Why? Because I'm doing this. And because I'm doing this, that's why you're over here. That's why the naysayers come over here to watch. Damn it, she's in there again. And when my notification goes off, they be getting tickled. Again? 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 And then when they turn on the camera, boom, it's always something different. Always something outstanding every single time. And that's why they get upset and angry. Every time I come in, he's always showing something crazy. I can't take this guy anymore. I can't take you. Too busy. Think about it. You're over here biting your bottom lip, sucking in all this air because you're angry and upset. Then go do something over there. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Coming over here getting all upset. Stress levels going through the roof. You know, stress basically can kill you in the long run, right? Make your hair gray. Basically give you heart attacks, strokes, all that stuff. Yeah. You're over there stressing, shortening their lifespan over here, getting upset over God's blessings. Back on it. Can't believe it. How does he do it? How does he do it? I said it 1,000 times in every video. We said God gives us the technology to do it. Damn it. Why can't I do that? You could do that. You just basically prefer to serve the devil. That's why. You serve the devil, you can't get blessings like this. You serve God, yeah, you can get blessings. I love this. This is absolutely gorgeous, man. What do you think about this, Taco? He's over there in his own world. I love that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I didn't want to take it away. See how the menu pops up? See how beautiful that menu looks? The menu is literally supposed to be black. I see a lot of menus coming up gray. No. There's two options in the menu, right? On YouTube's menu, either night mode or basically regular mode. In regular mode, it comes up white. In night mode, it comes up in black. So that means if yours is coming up in gray, you have failed at night mode because the option for that is black. If you look on your cell phone, it comes up on black. If you look at your screen, it comes up in gray. You're not pulling it off. Because I see people when they pull the YouTube menu and they go, it's gray. Not supposed to be in gray. There's no gray mode in there. It's night mode or regular mode. Regular mode is just all white and night mode is black. Explain those. At the end of the day, we cannot explain those. That's why the first telltale, when your screen tells on itself, when you're sitting there lying and saying, oh, it sees the contrast level, we can look at the YouTube menu, and the YouTube menu comes up gray on your screen. That means your night mode is not working at all. Samsung 4K demonstrations. Well, I've done this one already. Like, how dare he? How dare he lecture us? We know about screen paints. We know about products. How, apparently you don't. If you did, you would have something by now. You know how long I've been around? Come on now. You guys have been doing this dumb nonsense for at least about a couple of years. Should have been had something by now. Or you're just showing the same old nonsense over and over and you're showing me nothing at all, period. This is why we ignore you. Don't show me nothing new. Now, Screen Innovation, they always show something pretty cool. They're always doing something cool. They're always showing off something. You don't do nothing. Even other companies show something different. It's the same old stuff every freaking day. Except for a different high-powered projector. That's why your followers get bored of your channel. All you do now on your channel is just basically cry about us. So, with that being said, you don't even have customers. You got more. You got trolls on your channel now. Trolls attract trolls. Y'all come over here because at the end of the day, because you're not seeing anything over there. What is he doing right now that he's displaying right now? Nothing. I can switch to invisible technology and aluminum technology. I can switch over to screens being submerged over water, gaming technology. What are they doing? Same old demonstration, same old wall, same old dark environment, same thing. Every freaking day. Don't know how you guys stand it. Meanwhile, I'm loving this. Boy, we got them screens on the go coming up. The screens on the go, every last one of them have a challenge. They're going to be in all different types of environments. Born to be alive, born to be alive. Cause he was the boop, 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 boop. I like that song. You ever heard that song, Born to be Alive? That's a good one. Oh, liquid flames? Where did you get this one? Oh, this would have been fantastic with the submersive tank. This would have been great on a submersive tank. That would have been fantastic. On a submersive tank, liquid flames underwater? That would have been sick. All right. Let's keep this short and sweet. Try to. Didn't I say Samsung? We did put Samsungs in there, didn't we? I think everybody on YouTube who has good content deals with trolls that will come on their channel and become exceedingly bitter because they just can't. They refuse to do it themselves, or they're just mad because someone else is doing it. YouTube should literally make a channel for just trolls. Trolls on trolls. You can all go in there and just be bitter with each other all day long. I could imagine if you guys were to make a drink, what it would taste like. It would taste like cayenne pepper, straight raw vinegar, and a lot of lemons. It'd just be bitter. And every time you drink it, your face would get all torn up every time you drink it. And now you've officially became a troll. Oh, bitterness. Look at that. That is freaking amazing how insane that looks. So I'm definitely going to get an OLED TV for on-show display, showing our aluminum technology versus the OLED, AdTech versus OLED. How you don't have to worry about if you turn your projector on and off. You don't have to worry about your screen getting damaged or waiting 6 hours to turn it on or 7 hours, or however way they got it. And even though after a while, those screen pixels they start to die out. So then you worry about basically washing out color. They're balding. It's just where they were for balding, how the color goes. Yeah, it's crazy. And then we'll have our high-powered projector, like an Epson LS800, and we'll have it sitting on a gray screen versus our ultra short, those sit up at $60 on our black technology. showing with all that power that the projector has, but the specification has on it, that it still can't work correctly on a gray and white screen. How our technology will make that projector look absolutely incredible, showing the customers that they will get what they pay for. This is what I'm going to be advertising everywhere, not just YouTube. See, the only thing that the trolls and people try to stop us understanding is that you can't stop us on YouTube. You can't stop me on no social format whatsoever. But it's going to be even worse when I get out here. That's what I was warning you about and telling you. When I get out here, we'll be in front of audiences of people. They'll come in and see that same demonstration over and over again. And not only that, everybody on YouTube and every social media will see us on commercial environments showing that your products do not work, not only in your home front, but it won't work in commercial either. This affects everywhere. This place kind of gives me a voice. That's why they've been working so hard trying to figure out where I'm at so they can basically try to destroy it. But just to let you know that we got people watching everything that you do. So anything you do has been monitored and getting ready to be set up for court. Any documents that come across with your stuff on it, showing your activities, comes to us. I told you, everything comes back to me. And that goes down to a courthouse, and we file charges on you. First, we go to the police and we file those charges. We go to FBI and we file those charges. And those charges will be set up for you when you go to court. So it shows the activity that you continue to carry long after we file charges against you, which means this will give you more jail time and bigger lawsuits. See, you're already in trouble for cyber stalking. You know you're being charged for that, right? We have initially have all your names down for cyber stalking. Yep. So keep giving me more evidence. Every time it comes over, like, oh, we just forward over them. They got a special section we forward all your stuff to. Yeah. Like I told you, the one individual, we will drop all lawsuits in order for us to get a clean 50 years without parole. That's what we want. And that basically saves the court a lot of money. Because instead of them going through 63 counts of copyright violations, which is going to cost the taxpayer a ton of money to be in, for us to be in there, we can basically get rid of all that from the door and just get a plea deal from him. We give him a plea deal, if he takes it or not, of 50 years. That's it. That's simple. That's all. We can go home early. We're done. Everybody go around and do what they need. That's it. The only person who's going to suck for is that person. That's it. We'll give you a plea deal. 50 years. You take the 50 years without parole? I'm good on that. Should we give him parole? Yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. That is true. Well, 50 years with parole. So that means if you do 15 years, you might just get out. Good behavior. Yeah, because you at least give a person an option to be able to change. So yeah, I'm with parole at the end of the day. Why not? I love when people sit back and say, well, you're not, they're copyrights. Yeah, you do think about that one. They're copyrights. It's a whole different story. We haven't added in the rest of the shenanigans, but those are copyrights. They're different. That's what's different about that. But yeah, 50 years with parole ain't bad. Ooh, Tiger Man. And when they leave the room, scared. That's why. That's why they leave like that. I've seen them come in groups. We know where they are when they come in. And they'll leave real quick. The minute I mention keywords, they leave right away. Scared. All right, they would be scared. With copyrights, this is a very serious charge at the end of the day. We got a ton of evidence on this guy doing it. So yeah. You saw that guy I showed you. That guy didn't even, he just basically took somebody else's work and posted on a website he was building, and they contacted them. But they didn't send him a cease and desist letter. They had to blame out this filed a lawsuit against this guy for $18,000. And they were able to go in and talk to these people. Like, look, we didn't know, because he didn't do it intentionally. He just went in and just basically made the mistake. So look, I made a mistake. I do apologize. But he still had to pay something. But at least it wasn't that whopping $18,000 he had to give to him. This guy intentionally did it, and you would have to contact me at the end of the day because I'm the author. You would have to reach out to me and talk to me. But we're not trying to talk. We're trying to. We want you in court. That's all. We're past that stage of talking. And they're going to reach out to him. They're going to ask us when we went to court. Did we try to? Yeah, we communicated with him. We tried to talk to him. He didn't want to listen to it. He kept carrying on. So this is where it came to this point. Even a lawyer contacted him, told him to cut it out. So yeah, he's scared, and he should be. You don't touch copyright. It's very dangerous. So yeah, you should be scared. I like this. Tell me about this taco. Is this sick or what? I do like this. We'd had the whole screen across. Oh well. Alright people, I'm gonna get out of here. I got stuff I gotta do. And that primer that the Lord blessed us to have, look at that. That went on gorgeous. So we had to put the primer down first, let it dry, and then our solution went on. Whoop! Just like that. That quick, that fast, but no problem. And I gotta basically get, they want it painted right to the wall. They want the quasar painted to the wall. So I gotta get that done. They got a perfectly flat wall. Like I said, how? This wall's perfectly flat. It is. But that's a firewall. Their wall on that side is not the firewall, and it's perfectly flat. Like I had new houses, not new houses, but the other house couldn't find a flat wall in there for jack. I had to build screens in there all the time. But they literally have a flat wall. Cause I went there, I said, I don't know about this because you want to spend that money for a projector and find out the wall's not perfectly flat. We'll have to I'm thinking about going to Home Depot and building them a screen to put in that whole section. Oh, hit it with the Sony projector. Boom, perfectly flat. I was like, oh shoot, we got to paint this up. So they got their gallons under the desk, and she got the projector coming tomorrow. And go over and set them up because they're tired. They got that OLED TV. They got an 80-inch OLED. Tired of it. And I asked her. I said, "You got to turn this into." Yep. You can't leave it on all night. Got to turn that thing off. You got it on a timer, so it turns off. I wondered why, because I didn't realize it was an OLED when I was walking through. I don't pay much mind to that at all. Period. When I was over there, at the time I had my own little section set up in there, and I was constantly working all the time. So. Constantly working, getting stuff done, dropping orders off at the post office, going back and forth. Really never paid much time to TV. And like I said, I'm not a real big TV fanatic. And I realized that, yeah, that TV was on a timing system because it would shut off at night, and then it would have a timing system. I guess it would, for 6 hours, and wherever 5 hours, it was safe, and it would come back on. And I was like, huh. But yeah, they got tired of it. They got rid of it. And they decided to do it all projectors. All right, people. I gotta go. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. I did. Thank you for your time. Mr. Taco. Mr. Taco. How you doing today, buddy? How you doing today? Are you feeling fantastic today? Finally, you look right into the camera without basically giving me the grumpy look. I like the sarcasm. Turns out, like, can you believe this is a jerk? You got nothing better to do. Oh, there we go. Look at you standing up and posing for the camera. Look at you. Nobody wants to see that. All right, buddy boy. You good today? Want some milk? Want some fresh milk? I'm going to the store. Want some fresh milk, Tuckle? Meow? 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 Okay. There's a taco over there. All right. That's basically about it. Oh, my little man. I'm going to get your ties. We're going to get your ties ready. You got new ties coming in. Order you some new ties. Yeah, look at you. Order you some new ties today. We got some new ties coming in, so you look all dressed up. The owner comes in from time to time. He's a cat owner. He sees Taco. He says, "Where do you get those ties from?" Ordered him one for his cats. I have ties, or one ties and bow ties. Look at them feet right there. Look at them giant feet. How to wear your sneakers? My sister being there crying like, look, he wears a size 6.5 in the back and 1/4 in the front. Taco. Oh, Taco. It's interesting. He listens to that name. I don't know. That's the name Taco. Is it like tacos? No, quite funny. He doesn't. He can't stand them. Try to give him a piece of taco. He won't touch it. He don't like them. All right, that's basically about it. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior. I love that screen up there. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with amazing technology. Wednesday, we should have the cardboard surfaces in. This is a not regular cardboard. It's a heavy constructed cardboard I had to go pick up. We got 5 surfaces with this at 36 by 72. So we're going to do a nice panel system across this side over here. And we're going to put one of them right across here on this side over there. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do later on, we're going to go pick up a 24 by 36 for the aluminum, because that's a good size screen. It should be roughly about that size right there, to show off some demonstrations on that. I want to have a white surface behind it when I show it off. And we still have to do the theater on the go. Ooh. I'm marking this for 2025, because I want to be out in the summertime with all that. It should be fun to be out in the summertime. I do want to do it in the snow. I do like doing screens in the snow. I really do. And let's see. The gamer technology, the Apex Gamer. Definitely want to be showing that off. More of that too. We're just looking for a giant bigger screen, because I'm building computers on that thing. Oh, we got the invisible technology we're also working on too, which we're going to be doing a surface same size for that one too. And another small size for submersible on the water. All right, and a few PCs to build. Not forget anything else? See? No burning. I had to pause the entire time. I literally forgot that thing was paused. When that happened, like I said, I would destroy that TV. I have a bad habit, because I'm used to it. I'm not used to somebody telling me, oh, you got to turn the TV off or you'll damage it. I'm not used to that. I'll leave that thing running, especially if I got one in the kitchen hung up somewhere. That thing will be on like all day, all night, all day, all night. I usually don't turn them off. No, that's still on. I haven't turned that thing off yet. So yeah, I leave my stuff on. So that wouldn't work for me. I didn't even know that. If I had bought one of that and that would have happened, I'd have been pretty upset. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, people on those TVs, I'm not laughing at you. It's just that, yeah, in a way, I am kind of laughing at. Why would you buy that? I mean, I can understand people who didn't really read up on it, which I don't know why you would buy something without reading up on it. You read up on our stuff. You should, everybody. But to find out it had those kind of interesting flaws in it, and you still purchase that TV at the end of the day. The forum sites is full of it, so full of it, of people in there trying to figure out how to fix these TVs. Jeez, that's not good. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. I have never heard of, if you turn the TV on and turn it back on, you could damage it. Imagine if just put it this way in an area where some people can understand. Imagine if your cell phone had the same problem as an OLED. Think about that. You turn your cell phone on, you can't turn that thing on for another 5 to 7 hours. You turn it on and off, you could damage your phone. You know how important your phone is to you, right? This is like your lifeline at the end of the day. Everything's connected to this thing. Imagine that. Some of y'all got OLED screens. I have an OLED screen on one of my phones. I'm going to get rid of the phone. I've never had a burn-in issue because I don't leave anything. I don't really use the phone. The phone is only used basically for calls. That's it. This is the phone I use the most. This doesn't even have an OLED screen on it. So I don't worry about it. But that one has one on it. So thank goodness I won't be watching movies off it anymore, because I got to have to pause the movies and walking away and doing that too. So I guess I use it on this phone from now on. I didn't buy the phone because I had an OLED screen. I bought the phone because I needed a second phone for work. That's it. Well, other than that, oh yeah, and to drain that dude's can to see if that stuff was going to evaporate or not, which you didn't do, which you got rid of it. But anyway, that's it. That's what I use it for. This is the phone I do all my work on and everything. I had no idea. And then coming from the horse's mouth, my sister has an 80-inch OLED. Did you ever notice it's never on all night? And I was like, it's never on all night. They don't leave it on all night. It shuts off. You got a timer on it to shut it off. Yeah. Now they didn't do their research. They bought the TV because they liked it. It's beautiful. You know, get your tax return. You go to Best Buy. They go to Best Buy a lot. They're tech junkies, and they're like, "Ooh, look at that, 80-inch. Just go get it." And they got it. And then later on, they found out all the little problems these things were having. That's why I told you, people, with sometimes with some of this really high-end technology, you're going to have some interesting flaws in it. Wouldn't you think they would have researched and I don't know, fix these things at the end of the day? But then again, if you did through the Xbox 360 fiasco, anything is freaking possible. So that's pretty messed up. That is really messed up. I'm glad projectors don't do that at the end of the day. That would suck. I use projectors. I couldn't imagine if someone told me that, yeah, guess what? You can't leave your projector on overnight because you'll damage it. That's going to suck for movie theaters, wouldn't it? We got to shut the movie off. Yeah, projector needs to rest. We don't want it to overheat and burn out. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. I'm looking for November the 7th. You know it's coming on November the 7th, don't you? Yep. Now I know it's coming up on November 7th, the day of the brick. It's going to be interesting to see this machine run. It is. Am I wishing the brick? No, heck no, I wish it on brick. I hope they work perfectly fine. I hope they do well at the end of the day. That'd be nice. If they figure a way how to compress PC parts into a smaller case and get it to run nicely, hey, I'm all for it, 100%. I hope they do work it out. But other than that, it's scary, the fact that if it has those, oh, man, I don't even want to think about it. Really don't. This is the reason why that from any system, and mind you, all systems have flaws. They all have bugs. Every single one of them. These are serious bugs. All systems have bugs. Dreamcast had bugs. Dreamcast had a bug where basically it just didn't read. It came up blank every time. It sent you right back to the menu. So they all have bugs, but not bugs that plague the system for years. They work themselves out after a while, and then the next batch is clean. It's good. And that's something that's going to plague the entire system. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of like they're doing a do-over. That's what it looks like. It looks like a do-over. Because here's you have to understand. And you know, let's put it this way. If a person, if people say I don't know much about consoles, I know quite a lot about consoles. I used to own a 32X, so I know a lot about consoles at the end of the day. So most likely when you have a system always comes out with a slim model. The Dreamcast did not have a slim model at all, period. But these other PlayStations and Xbox, and they have a slim model. TurboGrafx 16 didn't have one. Genesis did have a smaller model, which was a Gen 2. That was basically about it. The difference with that is, I think it was more of a rip-off because it didn't have like the headphone jack and you can control the volume and all that. I didn't like it too much. I liked the first one. But anyway, a lot of them didn't have the slimmer models until the other systems came out. PlayStation has a slimmer model. Because then you get the big boy, the wide body, and then they come up with the slim. And that's pretty much it. Then you see maybe a portable may pop up. That's basically about it. But if you look at this system, they've reconstructed the entire system. Just about. They reconstructed the unit. So it's kind of like they're doing a do-over. Because they had a horrible launch. PlayStation had an absolute horrible launch. Because we let the scalpers come in and basically buy up everything. So it gets down to it, it's all about money. Because again, if it was by their fans at the end of the day, they would have made sure that would have never happened. As long as that money was rolling in, and they can show that they were making higher sales than the Xbox, they just kept it going. That's why the scalpers just had free roam on that. But they realized scalpers hurt them in the long run. Because scalpers are just going to take the boxes and they're just going to stick them in a warehouse. That's where they're going to sit at. A customer is going to buy it. He's going to get a subscription. That brings the money. He's going to buy a bunch of games. That's going to bring him money. In the next 3 months of him having that system, he would have already paid for his subscription. He would have already bought a bunch of games and downloads and content and everything that makes some money. Where 3 months with a scalper, that thing would have sat in a dark room somewhere waiting for somebody to buy it. That's where it would have sat. So they lost money in it. That's why the old system is still here. Old system should have been discontinued a long time ago. It shouldn't be here. So with that being said, yeah, that system is their lifeline. They need a do-over. That's why the other system's coming out. The next system, it shouldn't be a PS5. If they're launching a whole new system, it would be a PS6. It wouldn't be a PS5. It would be a PS6. That would be the next number. No, that's a do-over system. And for those people saying, well, that's kind of no, yes, it is. And I'll tell you why. They completely changed everything on it. The CPUs changed, the GPUs changed on it, hard drives changed, RAMs changed on it, even the power supply, everything's changed. It's a do-over system, and it has it's a PS5, not a PS6. If it was a PS6, on the other hand, it would have had the label of a PS6 on it. It's a do-over system. And I guarantee if that system does well and they buy enough of them, PS4 is going to be discontinued. They won't need it anymore. And they literally said, when they announced it, they said the only way that you can basically get access to that system is it said something about you have to sign in with a PlayStation account. Yeah, that cuts down on scalpers because they knew they made the mistake. It hurt your system. Yeah, in the long run, it hurt your system. So yeah, that's a do-over system that you got. So it's kind of sad because if you never bought the system, well, it's kind of good. If you never bought the system, then at least you got a chance at the top, the best system. They're offering. But if you already bought this system already, then you went on and you bought a Slim, you're still going to have to buy that system because it's the better one out of all of them. It's going to produce better graphics. It's going to have better memory. It's going to have a slight better hard drive than the other one does. It's a do-over system. That's what you got. In the history of consoles, and I've been around since the Odyssey, I've never seen a console do that before. I've seen them come out with a Slim version. Now, the only thing they may upgrade on another version like a Slim, they might upgrade the hard drive space. That's pretty much all they do, upgrade. They're not going to go in there and replace the RAM and all that stuff on it, not the CPU or GPU. They're not doing any of that at all, period. Most likely you're going to upgrade the hard drive space, like the Xbox 360s. All of them had bigger hard drives. And they basically brought out a limited edition. They took the 360, they painted it a different color, they gave it a customized controller, and they gave it a bigger hard drive on it. That's what they did. The only one that claimed that it had a different chip was the black one. It had something called a frost chip on it. That was pretty much it. That's all. Bigger hard drive. Still same case, just a different color. That's all. But that system they're launching on November the 7th, I read through that thing. That's different. They changed everything on that thing. It's definitely different. So basically, anyone who owns that system has a more powerful than the one you just bought. Which means you're going to get rid of your old one or trade it in to get that one. This is why I do PC. This is why I told you. I sat there and said before the system came out, I said I'm done with console. They nickel and dime you on every little thing. I literally said that. And people got mad and go, oh, you know what you're talking about? You know, it ain't about console at the end of the day. They're literally bringing a system out on November the 7th that's better than the one you just purchased. And the interesting thing about it is it's not a PS6. It's still a PS5. So all the money you invested in the other one, you can't say, well, I mean, if people had the elite systems, the black ones, okay, I had one, and people who didn't. What's the difference between the two machines? The frost chip, I really didn't see anything impressive about it. It still burnt out in the day because that chip was supposed to be designed to keep the system from overheating. It still burnt out, so big deal. It just had a bigger hard drive sitting on top of it, and it was all black. It came with black controllers, the system was black, that was basically about it. Those people purchased the Resident Evil system, it was all red. Red controllers, the system was red, it had a red faceplate on the custom, that's it. Had a bigger hard drive, that's all. Same CPU, same amount of RAM, same thing. But this system's different. Anyone who has one of those against your console system has a much better system. They can pick up better graphics, they can pick up 20 gigs of hard drive, no, 20 gigs of RAM on that thing. You have 16. They have a. I'm going to check and see how big the graphic card. Because the graphics are far better. The guy did both of them side by side, and the graphics are far better. Whew! You got a do-over system. Usually, if they're going to bring a system out, they're going to change that much on the machine. They would label it a PS6. It's a do-over. It's a whole new different machine. You look it up. You don't believe me? Go look at the history of gaming systems. See how much they'll alter and change a machine when it's still in a cycle date. And you'll look back and go, oh shoot, there wasn't much of a difference between the PS Slim and the PlayStation. Not much of a difference at all. This system has a whole redo-over. It's even slimmer, it's taller. Yeah, it's a whole different system. But I'm looking for the teardown. I'm curious what the cooling system looks like on it. That's what I'm interested in seeing, the teardown. What kind of cooling system it has on it. If it has the exact same cooling system as your previous one does have, but much more different parts, you're going to be plagued by the same problems. I remember, yeah, when they would bring out different systems for the Xbox, and I go, what's the difference between this one and this one? And they did the same thing. He said, well, the core is basically an all-white system, of course, white controllers. You had the core and you had the arcade. Arcade came with arcade games with it. There was the core and there was another one they had. The difference between the two, one came with wire controller, one came with wireless. But the other ones, if you look at the limited editions, like the Resident Evil, the Halo, all of them, the Gears of War, all of those right there, pretty much same thing, same parts. The only difference is bigger hard drive, and it was a different color, and had customized controller, had a customized face paint, which technically you can just take your old system and just take it out, put it inside a case, and mod your controls or get new controls that have the kind of nice design on it, change your face paint, and just go into the hard drive and slap it on top of it. All the hard drives are compatible. That's all. They sold the hard drives. Go to GameStop. They had the hard drives right in there. So if you wanted a 512 hard drive, you pick it up and just lock it in. And it'll automatically format it for you. You're on, that's it. You can take any other hard drive you wanted. You can literally go buy a hard drive. If you're not opening it up, go get a hard drive off a PC or a laptop, slap it in there, and it'll automatically format it, just like that. That's the only thing I saw about the 360s that were nice. But you can grab any hard drive you want and stick it in there, and it'll automatically format it. Not the ones they got now. No, the guy already tried it. Didn't work too well. Oh, we got a do-over system. I wonder, it's probably more powerful than the Xbox. Which is interesting. Did the Xbox make one? New system for the Xbox. Xbox new micro. New Xbox shot some. What's this one? This looks like the.
It's time to start talking about the new Xbox. I know that might sound a little crazy, like, Ray, the Series X and S just released like 4 years ago. Feels like just the other day. Ray, I just got my Series X. What are you doing talking about the next gen one? Well, there's been a lot of rumors about what Microsoft's cooking up as far as their next gen gaming machine. But what if we lived in a world where Microsoft What's up, y'all? I'm Ray, and this is my channel, Xbox Ready, where we talk everything going on in the world of Xbox. And today we're going to be talking about something that Jess Gordon, Mr. Whitman.
Well, they are working on, because he has the other one right in the back. I call it the trash can, because literally it looks like a trash can. Sorry, people, but it does. It's like a trash can. We got a much better design with that. And this is going to make some kind of weird octagon or something. Would have been kind of nice, but yeah, whatever. I don't like the look of it. But either way, if he has that back there, and he has the systems, and they're making one too. I wouldn't be shocked and surprised on that, because again, like I said, if Sony's making something new, they're going to make something new. They're not going to sit there and let them basically bogart it that way. Well, this is to say, both sides are screwed. Yeah. See, this is the reason why I don't do console anymore. Because if you buy the first gen, you buy that one system, the PS5 or Xbox One. Then I got the Slim. Then you go and buy the Slim, Now they got this other new system that came out. But this whole system is completely changed. Everything changed. You have to buy that one. You're going to have to buy it. It is far better than your other systems. Far better. You're going to have to spend the money for it. It ain't like we can look at it and go, well, it isn't really much of a difference. It just has a bigger hard drive. So whatever, I don't need it. There you go. No, no, no. That thing is completely different than the other system. Way different. I just want to check this out real quick before I go. PS5 Pro versus PS5. Yeah, it's completely different. Everybody's saying it's a difference. You're gonna have to buy this now. That's a huge difference. This thing has a Zen 2. This is the PS5. The Pro has a Zen 4 sitting inside of it. Yeah, it's a huge difference, man. 3.5 gigahertz, 4.2 gigahertz. Let me see. AMD rating, this has 2. This has a 3. This has 36. This has 72. Yeah, this is a massive, huge difference. This isn't like a little hiccup. This thing is completely changed. Ray tracing, alternation. This has nothing. This has 2 times. 16 gigabytes of hard drive space. I'm sorry, RAM space. 20 gigabytes. Memory bandwidth, 256. Are you kidding me? That much of a difference? Gee whiz. This has 488 gigabyte memory bandwidth at 256, right? This has 780 gigabyte memory bandwidth at 320. Good, great. That's a huge, massive difference. Yeah. Yeah. And this has 2 terabytes, but with the system already, I have 1.65 terabytes. And this one has 800. This has 1.65 terabytes, which is a PlayStation Pro. Which, remember, your system's going to take some of that out, so you don't get the 2 terabytes. This one has 85 gigabytes. It's a huge, massive difference. So you know what that means? You have to go buy this. Because as far as you're concerned, that's outdated now. Yep. And I've seen console gamers rank on console gamers. Y'all do it. Everybody does it. What system you got? Oh man, I got the freaking PS5 Pro. Oh yeah. It's a big difference, a massive difference. That thing is way better. Now, in the PC world, PCs, for those of you that are going to be getting this system right here, Pro, right? And you're saying, are we PC yet? No. Not even close. What type of pizza are you talking about? An elitist system? No. No. Heck no. Got a nice little upgrade, but you're not elitist territory. No. You had 20 gigabytes. 20 gigabytes. That's it. Elitists usually have 64 on theirs. Some have 128. I had one at 256. Your storage space is 1.65 terabytes. So we can have 20 terabytes on our system easy with no problem. Yeah. And you got a Zen 4, AMD Zen 4 i9 processor. But to tell you the truth, honestly, to tell you, all in all, still nice upgrade. Very nice upgrade. For a console system, extremely nice upgrade. I'll put it that way in the world of console. Very, very nice. I'm not saying your system's trash because it's not. It's a very nice upgrade. Beautiful upgrade. This is what you should have got from the beginning. Literally, this is what you should have bought. This should have been the system. When they first brought the PS5, this is what you should have got. Not that. You should have got this. Sad thing about it is, now you bought this, and those you went and bought the Slim, now you got that. It's kind of like the Apple phones, you know, you just buy the phone and turn around and bring out one just after you bought it. Like, I just bought this phone, now there's another one better than this one. And they just keep you buying the same thing over and over and over again. They make a ton of money off you. That's the beautiful thing about machines and having PC at the end of the day. If I something I don't like out of there, I don't got to change anything. I just pull it out and replace it with whatever I want. That's insane. That's how the massive difference is. It's really insane. So you're literally going to have to buy a new system. And the reason why you have to, you're a gamer, that's why. That's why you have to. You're a gamer. You gotta have the best. You want the best graphics, right? You want the best everything, right? So you're gonna have to go out and buy it. Let me see. I'm gonna go pick up this stuff real quick. There's some things we gotta do. It's crazy how much of a difference that is. Can I go buy one? No. Why? Because you buy this one and I turn around and bring out another one. And judging by how much they changed this one by that one, who knows? They bring out another one and that thing will be obsolete next. Usually when they bring out a new system, like they brought out the Elite system, it's not much of a change. It really isn't much of a change because they're really not going to spend all that money on a system that's still within its cycle. They're going to wait until the next cycle and then dump that money into a next system and call it a PS6. That's what we're going to do. Your system is still called a PS5 Pro. It's still a PS5. It's a do-over machine to make up for the mistake that one made. Because that machine, the PS5, was a mistake. Because they messed up on the launch date. What can they do to fix the launch date? What can they do to fix it right now? Nothing. They can't do anything to fix it. The system's already out there. It took forever to get in the hands of the true gamers at the end of the day. Had so many problems with it to begin with. The launch was bad on it. So what are they going to do? How are they going to fix the money that they're losing on this system? They're losing money on this. And for those who are sitting there saying, oh, they're not losing money, yes, they are, because PS4 shouldn't be existing right now. It shouldn't be here. PS4 should have been discontinued a long time ago. Are they supporting the PS3? Are they supporting the PlayStation 1? Are they still making the same games they make? No, they're not doing that at all, period. Not with them systems. Systems are retired. That system is 10 years old. It should have been retired. The reason why that system's still there and the reason why they're still making gains for it is because this system is not doing too well. So that's a do-over. Because they completely rebuilt the system. And they charge you $700 for it. That's another part that sucks too. Bigger question. The games. If games are designed for this system right here, are they going to play better on this system? Or are they just going to make better games for this system only, and the games that look on your system are not going to look the same as this one? That's not going to happen. There's no way in the world you're going to play games on this thing and it's going to look the same as this one. It's not going to happen. So what's going to change in the game? In the way they code them? That's an interesting theory to look up. So is this going to have special games for it? Because if you look at the 32X, the 32X had games that were designed for the 32X only. You couldn't take the same games from the 32X and put them into the Genesis. It wouldn't work at all, period. It'd only work in the 32X. Because the 32X was a much higher processor than you would have for the 16-bit system. The 32 was actually 2. of the 16-bit system combined in one. When 16, 16 is 32. So they had special games for it. So the question is this going to have special games? It could be interesting to see. I'm curious. It'll be interesting to see. If they do play the same games, right? Say they play both play the same games, right? And let's say if they play both the same games, does that mean the graphics on this one are going to look the same on this one? No. Graphics on this one are going to look far better than that. From what I'm seeing, that by that huge, massive jump, yeah, it's going to look a lot better. So technically, you don't have the next gen anymore. That would be it now. That's a complete different machine. That's why we don't do under the console anymore. We've done that one already before. This is the reason why people build PCs. You know why? Future proof. When I'm done with the i9, I won't be buying any more games for a long, long time. Yep. By the time you guys get done going through 4 or 5 consoles in a year's time, you'd have already bought my PC probably about twice. You're going to spend PS5s when they came out were like what, roughly about $600-700 when they came out, about $600-700. Now you get them for about $500. So $500, you trade this in, you're not going to get the $500 back. You're going to get less than that on a trade-in. You're going to have to add more money for this one, again, just to get that one right there. Boy, that's a ripoff. I'd like to say, man, that's a ripoff. They should have just waited. Let this system play through. Let it play through. It's doing fine. Just let it play through. So you lost some money. And then the next gen, make that a PS6. That's what that should have been. At least you know you're getting a whole new system. You've already got enough wear and tear and play out of the other system. You can get ready for that one right there. Well, we're not even anywhere close to PS6. That's a whole new rebuild. Let's see, that would have been a hot case. If they did the PlayStation, that'd have been a hot case right there. Still too small, but still. And widen it up a little bit. Nice case. Oh, I'm sorry, people, but that's a mess. Can you imagine parents at the end of the day? If you can make your own money, that's different. You can blow your money if you want. Can you imagine parents at the end of the day? Your kid comes and said, man, I don't want this no more, man. This the new system came out. I gotta have this. And you're a parent like, I just paid freaking $500 for that system, $600 system. And you mean to tell me it's a whole new system coming out? Oh, that's gonna tick you off. Some of y'all not gonna stand for it. You're gonna tell your kids no. Some of y'all gonna go out there and spend that money. If you're a parent, it's going to strike you hard because the kid's going to come back, yeah, well, you know, it ain't the same. The graphics ain't the same, this, that, and the other. Yeah. My sister's husband just got that game system. He just bought one. And now that thing is launching, it ain't like a tit for tat. It ain't like, hey, okay, this one has better hard drive space. Okay, that's it. That's all it has. All right, no reason for me to go buy another one. You know gamers do that. Gamers walk into a GameStop and they say, okay, so let me ask you a question. What is the difference between that system and the one I just bought? How many people say that? I say it all the time when they say go and buy consoles. Well, the reason why it's better because it got this, got that, this, that, blah, 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 blah. This much of a difference. That. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like a completely different system. I'm going to have to get it. Or if you just go in there and they go, oh, well, the only difference is it has a bigger hard drive. That's all. That's it. It's a bigger hard drive. That's it. Just a bigger hard drive. That's all. That's all it has. Okay, well, I'm fine with the one I got. Shit, I don't need that. I'm gonna save myself some money. Whatever. Yeah, that's what people do. If you go in there and say, nope, that's thing gets rebuilt. Far better graphics, bigger memory, more RAM, graphic cards, or all that crazy stuff. You're like, how much more do you want for that one? They want $700 for it. Oh man, you gotta be freaking kidding! I just bought this machine, man. Really? Seriously? Why don't you just wait until freaking next year or something? What about a PS6? Oh yeah, that's what you're gonna get at the game store. All right, people, enjoy your time. I got things to do.